Hey, how you doing there? Henry Olsen here from Super Simple Guitar, and today I'm going to show you the 6 essential steps that you need to learn songs the easy way. Let's get into it. So one of the most important things about learning songs, and one of the things that I find people overlook way too often, is actually feeling inspired to learn the song. If you're going to some teacher and they're just giving you a random song that they think is good for you, but that you don't want to learn, that's not going to help. So find a song that you are inspired to play. And that brings us to the next step. Now, of course, all of us want to get into the spotlight as soon as possible and be able to play the song perfectly. But before you do anything on the guitar, it's a good idea to put it down and take some time to really listen to this song and internalize it. I feel like a lot of people want to learn songs, but they don't actually take the time to listen to the song thoroughly, to hear all of the details, like the tone, the dynamic, what's the emotional vibe that the song is going for. So what I recommend is listen to the song as much as you can. Do it while you're driving your car, while you're in the shower, while you're cooking, while you're going on a run, while you're riding your bike, while you're doing anything. Anytime you can, put the song on and listen to it. And that brings us to our next step. Start learning the song and find a teacher that you feel comfortable with. So at the All Access membership at Super Simple Guitar, I worked very hard to create structured step-by-step courses, and I tried to find interesting songs that I know from experienced students like learning. Of course, you don't need to only learn from my paid courses. There's over 350 free lessons that I already have up on YouTube if you feel that I'm the right teacher for you. Hopefully you do if you're watching this video. All right, so that brings us to our next step. See you there. All right, so for this next step, it's time to do a little time traveling back to when I covered Red Hot Chili Peppers' tune, Under the Bridge. So what I always recommend people do is record your playing. After you started practicing the song and you feel like it's kind of starting to get under your fingers, start recording and tracking your progress. I always compare it to a child or a little puppy that's growing. If you're with the puppy every day, you don't notice the growth. But if you're away from the puppy for 2 or 3 weeks, and then you see the puppy, you're gonna see that it has grown quite a bit. The same with your videos. If you're playing every day and not recording yourself, you're not gonna really see that progress. You need to record yourself and then go back to be able to really see. And that's a great way to measure how much progress you've made, and it's always something that has been very motivating to me. So let's do a little time travel now. I got my phone here. Let's go back to when I was practicing the Red Hot Chili Pepper tune, and let's check out the videos I made. So let's do that. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong video. Let me get the right one now. All right, here we go. So this was the 14th of January. So you could hear that I was stumbling a little bit in there. There were some mistakes, even though I played the song years ago. So this one was on the 16th of January, and I had already been practicing for 6 full days. And this is somebody who plays guitar for a living and learns songs for a living. So please don't be hard on yourself if it takes you a couple of weeks to really feel like you're making progress, especially if you're only practicing for 20 minutes a day and maybe you have breaks in between. All right, so check it out. So with that recording, I was already trying to play along with backing tracks and I was already feeling pretty comfortable with it. But again, I had been practicing for 6 full solid days, probably 2 or 3 hours a day, okay? So be patient with yourself, record your progress, do it every couple of days, every couple of weeks as a minimum, and I promise you, this is gonna be great for your playing. All right, let's move on. All right, so we've come a long way. So you got inspired, you went and watched some tutorials, you started practicing, you recorded yourself, you watched yourself play back, you recorded yourself again a couple days later, watched it, had that feedback loop going. Now it's time to get your tone dialed in. So of course for acoustic guitar this isn't as important since you're on an acoustic anyways, but if you're playing electric, you're gonna wanna try to get a tone that sounds pretty good, right? So the tool that I use is this Helix Stomp. It's just a really small little pedal, but it works really well and I'm able to dial in some pretty cool tones that I'm pretty happy with most of the time. So it's a relatively inexpensive pedal. You can use whatever you want, but that's what I use. Now it's time for the last step. Record your final performance and share it with the world. So you don't want to start 10 different songs and then, just start, stop, and never really finish anything. Try to start a song, learn it from start to finish, and have that finish kind of line, that finished product, be a video that you're actually proud of, okay? Take the time to really get good and make a video and share it. That's the last step that I think is really important, okay? So that's about that. That's kind of how I go about learning songs. This recipe works really well for me. So I hope this lesson helped you out. I hope it made sense. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't already. Hit that little bell on YouTube. That really helps the algorithm, I guess. It's all about the algorithm these days. And that's about that. If you want to check out the All Access membership, I actually coach you. We have an email thread that we have together, and I actually coach you. You get full access to all of my courses, step-by-step courses, PDF files, backing tracks, tabs, everything. Plus you really get a one-on-one dialogue going between the two of us, okay? So I really love all of my All Access members. Those of you who are members, thank you for being a member. I really enjoy interacting with you a lot. And I always look forward to getting your emails. All right, my friends, Henry Olsen here. I hope this helped you out. Have a great day. Bye-bye.